Melanie from MelanieKham.com. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we're going to make these adorable fabric trinket trays. Super quick and easy DIY, and we're going to be using some recycled material. So my daughter loves this dress, and she had it in the donation pile, so we thought we would make something fun out of it because she loves the tie-dye and the color purple. Thank you so much to Panasonic for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to be using their 360 freestyle cordless iron. I got the rose gold one, which is adorable. So we're going to be using that to add some interfacing to our fabric just to give it a little bit more sturdiness for our trays. Be sure to check the description box down below for all the links where you can get your iron and also the materials that I will be using in today's video. Let's jump right in. I'm going to show you how to make it. All right, here are the materials that you need. We need our fabric. We need our basic sewing supplies like some scissors or a rotary cutter, a marking tool, ruler. We also want our iron. I'm using the Panasonic cordless iron, which I love because you can just pick it up and use it. We also need some fusible fleece interfacing that I will be using to iron on to our fabric. To pinch up those sides, we're going to be using some embroidery floss, and you need an embroidery needle. Whatever kind of thread and hand sewing needle you have on hand is great. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is cut into our dress. I'm going to be using the back panel. The front panel has some embroidery on it, which is cute, but it's pretty snagged and just worn out, so I'm not going to use that. I'm going to cut along the seam to get the biggest panel that I can. Okay, we need 2 pieces of fabric that are about 6 inches square, and I'm going to use a ruler like this just because I want to really make sure I get that tie-dye. So you can make yourself a template out of freezer paper or cardboard, whatever you have on hand. Don't overthink it. So you can use your rotary cutter and cut around your ruler, or you can use some chalk or a marking tool, mark it, and then cut it with scissors. Either way, whatever you have. Okay, there's one. Go ahead and set it aside, and you can see how drapey this material is, so we definitely are going to need to add some interfacing. All right, so the thing with this kind of like drapier t-shirt type of material is that it can get out of shape really easily. So we want to hit it with the iron, help it try to stay in its shape. Okay, I've got my interfacing. Now you want to put the glue side on the shirt. And you can kind of use your fingers, make sure that it's reaching all those glue spots, and then we'll get to trim it up too. So you can see how much flatter it is. Easier to work with once it's interfaced. And the iron did that so quickly. Remember, glue side up. And you can use a different interfacing if you want to use SF101 or something else that you have on hand. The fusible fleece just makes it so that we don't need to use any batting or any additional layer, but use what you have. And whatever interfacing you do use, make sure you follow those manufacturer instructions. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to place our right sides together. If you need to trim anything up, go ahead and do that. Like you can see where that fabric kind of stretches out over, we can trim those. And if your interfacing is trimmed, you can just use scissors or use your rotary. Okay, we're going to put our right sides together, and then we're going to sew around using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, except we need to leave an opening. So in one of these long sides, you need to leave an opening about this large so that we can flip it right side out. Now start at that mark that I just made. We're going to use a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I'm using an orange thread, back stitch at the beginning, and then go all the way around. Stop at that other mark you made with a back stitch. All right, now let's head back over to our iron. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is cut our corners. That will help us have a little bit more sharp corner. Okay, now we need to flip it right side out. All right, so if you have a chopstick or your fingers or a point turner to get those corners nice and popped out, especially with that fusible fleece in there. Okay, and then we need to give it a good press. So I like to roll that seam in between my fingers. And then where we have that opening, use your fingers. And then give that a nice good press. Make sure that it's laying down flat. Yes, looking much better. Okay, so now when we go back over to the sewing machine, we're gonna sew around all the four corners, but we also need to give ourselves a little stitch here in the middle to just give it a little bit more sturdiness and help it hold its shape. Okay, now we need to make a 3-inch square. It also happens to be the perfect size of a post-it. So if you have a 3-inch square ruler, eyeball it. We're gonna mark with some chalk. You can use an erasable pen, whatever you have. It's a little hard to see, but that blue line, we're gonna go over to our sewing machine and sew all the way around our edge with an 1/8 of an inch seam allowance, and then around our inside as well. Okay, we're gonna trim any threads. Now decide which side you want to be your inner, because we're gonna pinch our corners here to make our edges. So decide which way you want that to be. I'm gonna go with the pink. You can give it a nice little press if you need to. Okay, now we're gonna pinch our corners and clip them or pin them into place. We wanna clip it about 1 inch. Looking pretty cute, right? And I love how soft this is, so it'd be great for her to use for her jewelry. Cut a piece of embroidery floss. I'm going to use all 6 strands. You can use hand sewing thread. Totally up to you. I want to make sure that I'm just sewing in the same spot. So you can grab a ruler. I'm just marking my spot with my fingernail. And then we can leave a little tail, bring it around, insert it in the same spot. One more time. I'm going to insert my needle in between that fabric and come out. That way it's nice and secure, and trim. I'll repeat that on all 4 sides. All right, there we go. We've finished it. Look how quick and easy that was. Such a cute little project for so many uses. I hope you enjoyed making our little trinket trays with me. What do you guys think? Super cute, right? Pretty easy, simple project, really versatile. Thank you so much again to Panasonic for sponsoring this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me use their amazing iron. I've been loving using it. Check the link down below where you can get yours. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.